Hey, what is up everyone, it's Ace, welcome back to another video. The full blog post for class identity and gameplay is now out, and in it lay some pretty big changes to the classes, such as Assault losing stims, Engineer losing double launcher and more. So let's start with Assault first, the class that seems to have changed the most. Players have emphasized Assault has a lone wolf mentality, and there is a desire to make the class less self-reliant and instead enhance teamplay capabilities. Key areas for improvement include the weapon sling capability, particularly its early alpha functionality, which allowed for carrying two signature weapons. So there we go, guys. Assault does not have two signature weapons anymore, which was absolutely broken. I'm very happy this is gone. They continue. The adrenaline injector has also received significant feedback and will go under improvements, including the removal of the health regeneration component, with further changes to be shared at a later date. So if you hated the stims on Assault, this is also gone, at least the healing component of it. He still has some effects when he injects himself with this adrenaline. We will go over those in a minute, but the healing component is gone. So if you're a big lone wolf type of player, at least for these playtests that are coming in the future, this is gonna be now adjusted. I'm somebody who, as you can tell from the gameplay of Battlefield 1, a highly aggressive player, so of course I don't like that I cannot heal myself with Stim, but hey, this is a alpha. I want that to test everything, and if they want to test how it works with no health regen, let them test it. This is what it's there for. The Assault Stim now grants the following effects: resistance to flash and stun effects, enhances your sprint speed, reduces explosive damage, and amplifies enemy footsteps for a brief period. So these are the changes to the Stim. I think this is a solid set of effects for the Stim. I would just like to hear from some Assault players who have played the new Assault. How does he feel now that he lost health regen but got some of these other aggressive elements on the Stim? These changes sound interesting, and I would definitely be down to play this more aggressive Assault even if he doesn't have health regen. Perhaps the natural health regen of classes is, relatively decent, so maybe he doesn't need it, who knows. But the effects are pretty solid, guys. Let's move to the Engineer class, and if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, then subscribe for future content. I post a lot of Battlefield videos and cover Battlefield 6 extensively. DICE says that Engineer remains in a good place, but that they're exploring ways to further enhance its interaction with vehicle play. So they're gonna basically remove the double rocket launchers that he had in the earlier play sessions. They said that it provided too much firepower in a single loadout and will be limiting this so you can only choose one at a time. So it's gonna have to be just like in previous Battlefield games. You're either gonna have to take a dumbfire rocket launcher or some type of a lock-on, probably Javelin or Stinger. Maybe there's gonna be a wire-guided rocket as well, a la Straw from Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 4. Who knows? But you're gonna be able only to pick one. They also made some great changes for the repair tool. They say, in the past, the repair tool has sometimes been a choice between using it or sacrificing it for something more aggressive. In BF4, for example, you had to give it up for slams or mines or some of the other choices. But now the repair tool is going to be available for you always, which I think is excellent. They also said there's no excuse for you to not repair your squad vehicles. So you heard them, guys. Equip a repair tool and then join on my game and start repairing my tank, because now you don't have an excuse. So I want reps. I want to have 10,000 kills in the tank now that everybody has repair tools. You know what? I'm expecting people now to repair my tank the same way they expect me to rest them all the time. Everybody has repair tools now, right? As everybody has defibrillators. So I want reps on the double. Okay, let's talk support. Now, support is the class that received the least amount of changes in this Battlefield Labs patch. DICE says they want to focus on subtle enhancements rather than significant changes with this class. They said that feedback indicates that there is an abundance of supply crates taking place, and this can often cause a detrimental effect on combat and create stalemate situations due to excessive healing and ammo. So basically they're just reducing the amount of healing you can receive. Perhaps the ammunition you received from the resupply crate is also going to be different. So they're just doing a little bit for the support, couple of number tweaks here and there, nothing drastic like for Engineer and Assault. So that's support in a nutshell. And finally, the Recon class. The Recon class seems to be the class that DICE is struggling the most to make fit in Battlefield 6. They said play sessions and feedback have highlighted the room for improvement with this character. And we agree, more work needs to be done to enhance its role on the battlefield. One aspect that we continue to assess feedback around is how we want to encourage specific training pet styles for this class. What they're talking about is you picking what type of a class you want to be with Recon. Pet Finder or Sniper, basically the same thing from Battlefield 5. I'm not sure if that is going to remain like that for launch, but for now they're using that Battlefield 5 type of class archetypes. So this is what they're talking about here. So they want to either strengthen disinformation and sabotage aspects of this role and maybe have some type of balanced spotting capabilities for the sniper class. As Recon, for your signature gadget, you can pick the motion sensor. Whether you're a sniper or a pathfinder in either a defensive or aggressive position, the motion sensor is useful for tracking enemy movement within its limited range. As a Recon, it's essential to have this tool ready, available to perform at your best, making it an excellent choice for your signature gadget. I wonder if spawn beacon is a thing in Battlefield Labs. If it isn't, perhaps the spawn beacon could be one way to improve his capabilities on the field as they're wishing to do. Because respawn bombing on a spawn beacon, especially if you're playing on a team which is kinda worse than the enemy team, can be very powerful and can definitely turn the tide of gameplay, especially if you're playing Conquest. On Breakthrough, maybe a little bit less, but on Conquest, you can definitely back up flags and do all the other Recon shenanigans he could do all the way back in the past. So what I would do here, in case there isn't a spawn beacon in Battlefield Labs, is make the spawn beacon the signature gadget, something default, kind of like what they have done with the repair tool, and then make him pick either the motion sensors or the motion bolts, depending on the way he wants to play. Maybe if you're playing on some super mobile map and you're playing Recon, you want to have, of course, the motion bolts. But if you're playing a little bit more campier map, like say Metro or some of the other maps that are in style of Metro and Locker, you'll probably want to have the tug sensor. So this would be the one way I would do it, like I said, in case the spawn beacon isn't a thing in Battlefield Labs. And so far, I haven't seen it in any leaks, so this is why I'm asking, is it there or not? If you know, then let me know down in the comment section. Overall, I would say that this is a pretty good patch for the classes. Some of the changes are pretty excellent here, especially the repair tool change and the removal of the double primary ability that Assault had. Actually, I have no idea what they were even thinking with giving that character 2 assault rifles, but hey, it's gone, at least for now. Perhaps it returns in the future, but for now, I'm pretty sure that the Battlefield Labs playtesters are happy it's gone. I think this patch is pretty solid, especially considering that yesterday we are coming out of the huge controversy with them basically doubling down on having non-class lock weapons. I think this mini patch to the classes was pretty significant actually, and it's a little bit unfortunate, of course, it's going under the radar because of the criticisms for the decision of the weapons, but overall, this is pretty great. What class are you looking to main in Battlefield 6? For me personally, as I said earlier, I'm an aggressive player, so I need a lot of healing. If I cannot heal myself with Assault, then I'm probably going to play Medic, and as Medic, I guess I can be also more useful to the teammates around me. I can revive them, I can drop my box. That box has pretty large radius from what I saw from Battlefield Labs, and they haven't really adjusted the radius of that medbag, so if it stays like that for launch, I think I'm gonna be passively pretty useful even if I'm actively not rushing to heal people or instantly revive them. In fact, I think you don't even need to have Defibrillator to revive people in Battlefield 6, which is nice. We didn't have that in Battlefield 5 either, which made reviving a little bit less of a nuisance. So that's great. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna close this video down. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, then leave a like and a subscription, and I'll see you probably not on Monday, because I was planning to do this video on Monday, but I did it today. So I'll see you maybe on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you then. Take it easy. Bye-bye.